A few years ago, M3RKMUS1C was a name well known within the Call of Duty community, but after numerous personal choices that led to a change in content, viewership began to quickly fizzle out. It all started with one person he met online. But before we get to that, before the drama and the fallout, we must go back to the beginning. Eric Phillips, known online as M3RKMUS1C, opened his channel on April 22nd, 2009, as a way to post videos of him playing guitar, uploading numerous videos during this time period such as covers and tutorials on how to play songs and providing tabs for these songs. It was soon enough that Eric would upload gameplay of the then new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 in between videos of him playing guitar. Although it was only 3 videos at the time, it was a sign that Eric might have wanted to branch off into gaming videos. As months passed by and guitar videos continued, Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 3 would release in 2010 and 2011 respectively, marking a significant shift in content. Instead of primarily guitar videos and Call of Duty videos occasionally, it switched priority on the channel. More and more Call of Duty videos would be released, with guitar videos becoming more and more scarce. Eric had found his niche. By fall of 2012, Black Ops 2 would be released and the M3RKMUS1C channel would reach 50,000 subscribers. He had built a small audience of viewers with a keen interest for Call of Duty montages. It wasn't until 2013, though, where he would begin to see unprecedented success. 2013, Eric began uploading Minecraft trolling videos, around the same time creators like Xbox Addiction and Unstoppable Luck, whom of which I made a video on. His editing style started to really show in these videos, and possibly helped him gain traction. The use of rage faces and GIFs along with subtitles helped him gain new viewers off the sense of humor he presented. Personally, I never liked these videos as much as the others in the scene at the time, and the replay value of these videos aren't that high, to be honest. At the time, though, people really enjoyed them to the point they subscribed to his channel. Eric started the year with 71,000 subscribers and ended it with nearly 460,000, an impressive feat for any channel at this time period. By the beginning of February 2014, Eric reached 500,000 subscribers.
Never has there been an opening like this in the entertainment industry.
Grand Theft Auto V was and still is a worldwide phenomenon, becoming the fastest selling intellectual property in 3 days. Grossing $1 billion in just 3 days of launch, millions of people were playing it, and if you weren't playing it at the time, you were hearing about it. Momentum didn't slow down when Grand Theft Auto Online released only 3 weeks later. Now you could explore the massive city that was Los Santos with up to 30 people at once. Eric was one of those millions, playing it on his channel several times before GTA Online was released. When it was, he began recording videos with numerous people, including his younger brother Matt, known as MMHD 1080p, a mouthful I know, a friend of his named Mike, known as M3RKRampage, and other friends he made online, some of which appeared in his Call of Duty and Minecraft trolling videos. The GTA videos were my personal favorite. The group of his friends he had in these videos, their humor, combined with the chaos of GTA Online, and Eric's fast-paced, sometimes borderline schizophrenic editing style, made some of the best gaming content on this website.
Alright guys, I'm getting on GTA 5.
Oh dear God.
They had multiple in-jokes that would make it into videos and became terminology within the community, such as "koosh," a mispronunciation of the word kush, a slang term for, you know, that stinky green. Let's not forget bunging your booze, which is, and I quote,
"the insertion of thin pretzel sticks into a man's urethra."
George Orwell could never come up with something so genius. My favorite members of the group were definitely Farva and Matt. Farva often put on a deep voice and would say very bizarre things when something would happen.
See? I knew Mike wanted the revenge.
Why did Eric have to take not a little bite of the boob, but all of it so we all starve?
Matt being his brother and roommates with Eric, often would appear in gaming videos together, where they would interact in person by yelling at each other from the other room. These videos were huge successes, with hundreds of thousands to even millions of views, and it no doubt helped him grow his audience, to the point that by the beginning of 2015, the Merc Music channel reached 1 million subscribers. With that milestone, Eric opened up a second channel called Nerd Plays, which was hardly edited gameplay with commentary over it. All the while he was uploading these GTA videos, he kept with the times when it came to Call of Duty, making content about the newest installment of the series. As time passed, he jumped on the newest games and built himself a larger audience with an interest in these new games. In 2016, that sub count turned to 2 million, going into 2017 it turned into 3 million, and finally in 2018, Merc Music reached 4 million subscribers. The Merc Music channel had become a well-oiled machine that could run almost purely on Call of Duty updates and gameplay. Games like GTA were almost never seen on the channel during this time period. Call of Duty was the center point of his content, and things were looking good on his channel. However, some things would happen in Eric's life that would change the trajectory of his channel forever. On January 30th, 2018, Eric would upload a video titled, "Meet My Girlfriend, Karina," detailing how he had met a woman named Karina, a fan of his, online. They began playing games together and soon hit it off. However, Eric lived in Florida, meanwhile Karina lived in Washington State. Eric only thought it could work if they closed the distance, and after dating for just 2 months, Eric proposed to Karina and they moved in together. Many of Eric's fans were very critical of this choice. In most cases, a short-term relationship cannot turn into a marriage without trouble. It can take months or even years to know if someone is the right person, and dating someone is a huge undertaking as is. Wedlock requires even more commitment. However, this wasn't the case, at least initially. It seemed like they were happy and started making videos together. There were comments of support, but there was also an overabundance of comments questioning these choices, and a small group of comments that were just misogynistic and racist, which Eric responded to in a video. There were only a few comments he responded to, arguably the worst and most ridiculous ones that got any traction. But one thing to note, Eric left out a lot of comments purely questioning these choices and showing concern. Regardless, Eric continued making new videos about games like Call of Duty and other shooter games like Fortnite and Battlefield. However, there was one issue. All of Eric's friends started to slowly disappear in his videos. Many people had questions, and Eric would not answer, but some of his friends would. A couple of years after the fact, on September 14, 2020, a friend of Eric's named Mike would respond to the questions people had on Twitter. Even to this day, people are still asking where I am in Eric's videos. The fact of the matter is, a few weeks ago, Omar, Andrew, and I had noticed that he and his girlfriend had unfollowed all of us and blocked/unblocked to stop us from following them. The removal was done on all platforms: Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, Discord, even Origin on PC, making it difficult to reach out. I tried sending an email to the one I have, asking what the reason was and got no reply. It's a damn shame. Helped and supported him personally in his channel for many years. It's the same with Andrew and Omar, if not more so. Oh well, we had fun. Don't read these tweets and be upset. Even though this has happened, I still wish nothing but prosperity for Eric. I grew up talking to him every day and he's the reason you all even know of my account. Anyways, at Merc Music, I wish you the best in life and I hope your wedding is absolutely beautiful and everything you want it to be. Love you, brother. Another former friend, Jesse, or Cutline, had responded in the thread. This was one of the best times of my life and I wish Eric all the best, but this isn't how he should have done it, with a picture of Eric blocking him on Twitter. Andrew, or Merc Mojinx, another frequent member of the crew, chimed in as well, revealing that he was going to be Eric's best man during his wedding, but was replaced with Karina's brother. It's clear something had happened between Eric, Karina, and his old friend group. It wasn't clear what, but something led Eric and Karina to block everyone who had been in his previous videos. Be it his friend's fault or not, it's something Eric is not comfortable explaining. The most notable example was when fellow Call of Duty YouTuber Delio, a detractor of Eric's, covered an instance where Eric was streaming Call of Duty Warzone in 2021. Someone had donated a sum of money to Eric so he would read it. The donation asked about his old friend group, in which Eric saw it, and he reacted like this.
Ah, boy.
It's apparent that the classic era is gone, and any semblance of it will likely never come back. Eric plays solo now, and sometimes with his wife. Eric's analytics aren't looking good compared to his peak. From late July of 2024 to late August of 2024, he had a total of 2,734,000 views across 22 videos. That's an average of 124,272 views per video. If we are charitable and we say all those views were from subscribers, which it most certainly is not, that means only 3% of his audience have watched these videos. This is horrible for a channel of this size, but what about channel growth? Well, the M3RKMUS1C channel has not seen sub growth since 2019, 5 years ago. He has only gained 20,000 subscribers since then, and that was after roughly a 30,000 sub loss that year. Every couple of weeks, he loses 10,000 subscribers, likely due to disinterest from his former audience who are reminded nearly every day of a channel they haven't had it in them to remove from their subscription feed, ultimately deciding to let go of the past by pressing unsubscribe. A sad fate for a once blossoming channel, only to be a shell of its former self and a topic for others to dissect and speculate upon. But why? Well, a lot of people put the blame on Karina, and as an outsider looking in, I wouldn't blame them for thinking that. I think it was a factor of three things: the crew, the branding, and the personality. Many people before I mentioned that after moving in with Karina, his personality changed. He seemed different. Now, people grow up, they change. Eric, when he blew up with Call of Duty and GTA, he was 19, entering his early 20s. However, the change just so happened to be when Karina was around. I thought maybe, with a woman in his life, he'd want to present himself differently, until you realize she was a fan of his content and she had a, quote, big crush on him. With Eric acting differently, he would need to rely on his crew's humor more for videos. However, they were gone. So all that was left was branding. Branding which has stayed the same for nearly 10 years. In the landscape of YouTube, you must adapt to changes. Different thumbnail styles, different topics. What is favorable in the algorithm now won't be in 10 years. M3RKMUS1C hasn't changed, making him obsolete for YouTube, with no chance at the moment to succeed. This has been Lucrative signing off. Peace.